guys, and welcome to class 12. Hope you're all keeping well as always, and yeah, just looking after yourselves, and let's get straight to it today. So we're going to think about our standing posture, taking those legs hip distance apart, making sure we feel nice and evenly distributed throughout those feet. So in our big toes, little toes and our heels feel like a nice even grip and distribution between all of them. Let's start with head and neck. Gently fluctuating that head and neck and feeling that stretch at both sides. And then coming to centre that head and neck in what deems to be the midpoint, looking forward. And then with our shoulders, rolling them back and down, some nice circular motions, trying to get them nice and even, moving together down into those back pockets. Breathing out, connecting with that breath, nice exhale. And exhale. And a couple more before we leave them down there. That's nice, last one. Good. And now to our pelvis, that tuck of the tailbone in between our legs and the tightening of the abdominals on the exhale. The inhale, relax it off, soften it, stick it out. Tuck it back under. Nice tuck. Inhaling, connecting with that breath. Exhale, tighten. Inhale, still keeping knees spongy and soft. Nice little sponginess. Couple more. Coming to relax on that in between. Good. Okay, lengthening up through the spine. Let's get back to this head and neck. Go for some chin tucks. So we're going to breathe in as we stick chin in. Breathe out as we bring chin back. So nice inhale forward. Exhale back. So keep them shoulders back. Keep nice and engaged throughout your tummy. So we're drawing in through that zip from back to front. Gently. Nice inhale forward. Exhale back. Mobilising throughout that cervical spine. Nice little push forward, bringing it back. Quite nice to isolate this movement, something we don't do enough of. Couple more. Lovely. Coming to bring head and neck in the centre now. We're going to do some side bends, but just early range, a little tuck. Exhale, exhale. In between two sheets of glass, so try not to come forward or too far back. You're keeping that spine in neutral. Exhale over. As you start to warm up, you can make this movement a little bit bigger. Hold the stretch if you want to in an area that feels stiff. Making sure that those feet are nice and stuck down into the floor, so nice and glued down. Keeping that connection, that's it from back to front, that tightening of the tummy. Exhaling over. The more I go down, the more I can feel the pull around this area. And make sure it's not into anything that's too uncomfortable, but you're just aware of a stretch. Exhale. 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 Couple more to each side. Lovely. Okay, coming back to centre. Now we're going to take an arm over into a nice side bend, and from here hold that stretch and exhale as we circle through. Inhale at the top and exhale as we circle through. Inhale at the top. Again, both feet are evenly distributed down into that mat. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to go for about 10. 5. Breathe in here. Breathe out there. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one for 10. Lovely. Use that core, draw your back, other side over. Nice side bend. Get that stretch on first. Exhale 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 5 and 6. Breathing out for 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Lovely. Gently coming back up to centre. Okay, arm circles now. So we're going to take those arms out to the side, lengthen through those fingertips, shoulders into back pockets. Okay, so you want to really feel the stretch, that kind of connection with the arms, but the shoulders are down so we're not hunching. We've got a nice tucked under tailbone and we're tight in the tummy. We're going to circle forward and our circles are going to be about the size of a grapefruit. So breathing forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it back. 1, 2, 3. The rest of the body is nice and still. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last step forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last lot backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Relax those arms, feeling nice and warm around the tops of those arms now. Upper back, neck and shoulder stretch. Interlink those fingers, chin into chest. Push forward and separate those shoulder blades. Arms want to be down side of the ears. Nice breath in here. Breathe out, scooping through the tummy. Restack, keep shoulders down. Coming back to neutral. Gently back. And again, nice exhale. Chin into chest. Round through, push. Nice breath in here. Breathe out, scooping in. Lifting up. Nice opening. Oh, I need this stretch. More and more gardening for us. I'm working that garden at the minute, so feeling super, super stiff. Garden is the sanctuary, keeping us sane at the minute, giving us projects. Last one. Rounding, feel the stretch. Restack, shoulders down, rib cage down, gently opening up. Lovely. Okay. Foot series. Widen the stance just a little bit. All on the exhale. We're going to come into that squat. We're sitting back on our imaginary chair. We're sending our bum backwards, okay? Make sure that you can still see those toes and you feel weight in the back of your heels. Then from here, we're going to lift up, rise up throughout the balls of the feet. We're going to lengthen, whoops, she says, up through the toes and then gently relax down. So it's all on that exhale. Obviously, I slowed it down then to kind of show you the mechanics, but we would speed it up, gently up and relax. And of course, engage that core so you don't wobble like I did on that first attempt. Breathe out. Continue to exhale. Not feeling that connection today at all. We have days like that. Sending bottom backwards. Lift up. So I'm finding it now. Good. Back. Sending it back. Lovely. Feeling that rhythm now, that connection with the glutes as we go into it, that nice zipping of the core. Keep those legs hip distance apart. Try not to take that body weight forward. I think that's what's happening to me a little bit today, which is why I'm feeling that kind of wobble. Rise straight up. That's better. Taking it back. Bum back. Straight up. 2 more. Last one. Lovely. Okay, let's reverse it now. Onto toes at the top. Find that nice tuck position. Getting your balance. It's challenging my ankles today. Arms out, shoulders back. Nice breath in here. Breathe out, you're lowering down. You're softening the heels. You're restacking the spine. Back up to the toes. Arms out. Down we go. And restack. I get lovely stretch in the hamstrings when I do that. Nice and tall. Breathing out. Breath in. Feeling all the different contact points in my feet, and it's really challenging into my ankles today. Breathing out. Nice restack. Inhale here, last one. Breathe out. Lovely. Okay. So we're going to do thread the needle up. We're going to do it at the wall today, so a little bit different. You can have your hands on, shoulder distance apart. Nice flat hands. Try and get them wrists in line with shoulders. A little bit higher. You're going to take a chosen arm, and on the exhale you're going to slide that arm, keeping it in contact with the wall. Try and keep those hips facing forwards. Rotate. You can see how stiff I am through that mid-back. And then a nice inhale to return. Pop the hand on. Exhale. Changing sides, so keeping it in contact. Better that way. Try and keep your hips facing forward. So I think the challenge in standing is that you want to move your hips round like so. But I want you to keep headlights on them, facing forwards into that wall. And then you'll feel that restriction in your mid-back and stretch around the back of the shoulder and then coming back. I'm just going to demonstrate it on this wall as well, just in case camera angles are a little bit off. Hip distance, hips facing forwards, arms under, rotate, keep those hips, you can feel that rotation, bring it back, changing sides. And I want you roughly to go for about 8 to 10 on each side. Nice little exhale. Inhale back, exhale, change sides. I don't feel like I go quite as far, but that's good because it means I'm doing the exercise correctly, leaving my hips facing forwards so that I can get that good rotation on my thoracic spine. Breathing out. Oh gosh, yep, stiff. Exhale, inhale back. Exhale, inhale back. You can feel it loosening though, getting a little bit more from it each time. So you could work into this more if you needed to. Pause that video, do some more. Definitely going to that side at its worst. And I'm just going to go for 2 more to each side today. I need this here. Exhale. So as if you're trying to listen into that wall. The wall's telling you a bit of a secret. Last one to each side. Lovely. Okay, now for trying cat stretch. So quite troublesome when you're used to it in 4-point kneeling. This makes it really kind of good for people that struggle on hands and knees. But we're going to bring those arms into shoulder distance apart like we normally would. And we're going to bring chin into chest. Push our back and try and separate, taking our shoulder blades into the wall behind us. So you're rounding the back and you're almost drawing that tailbone under in between your legs and tightening your tummy. So we've got this weird round position. Then from here, we're going to take a breath in. We're going to breathe out. You're going to stick out your bottom. Try and bring your chest lower towards that wall. And you're looking forward. Breath in here. Breathe out. Tucking that chin back into chest. Rounding and pushing those shoulders towards that wall behind you. Tucking in through the tummy. Breath in here. Breathe out. Stick out the bottom. Look forward. So you can still get that nice spinal movement of the rounding and of the arching in this position. Really nice for pregnant ladies that are quite far along and really feeling the stress on the abdominals when in 4-point kneeling. So you can feel it a little bit better from here. Those of you, like I said, that have got knee troubles and wrist troubles can do both thread the needle and cat stretch from the wall position. It's quite nice. If you're not feeling it at the wall, if you're not connecting with it, and you are able to come down into 4-point kneeling, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to play around with the exercises today just to make them a little bit different and show you how you can change them up. So, a couple more on the cat. And our last one. Lovely. Okay, relaxing off those hands now. So now I've popped in some roll downs, and of course with our roll downs we've always got our two options. We've got the full version, focusing on that nice spinal control coming all the way down into the mat, or we got our version where we come down towards the knees, we come down into our seated position, into extension, and then gently restack back up from here. Okay, so picking your chosen option. I'm going to take myself all the way down to that mat. My spine's okay for that. So if you are aggravated in your back by going all the way down to the floor, the second option will be better for you. Okay, so you're going to take a nice breath in here. I'm going to breathe out, keeping the knees soft. I want control with this, okay? So it's not a case of just throwing yourself down towards the floor and the mat, but we want to feel every segment going down. So I'm going to pin the bottom of my back as I control and work through the top area. Hold my pelvis exactly where it is. Keep my knees super soft. Feel that tightening and crunching in my tummy. And when I can no longer get any further just by using my spine, that is when I'm going to just let my pelvis gently tuck over and take me down towards those toes. I'm going to take a nice breath in here and breathe out as you tuck the tailbone under. I'm scooping in through my tummy so I can feel that nice strong crunch in my tummy, and I'm slowly controlling my spinal segments, restacking back up. I always like to do my first couple like really quite controlled so I can get used to the movement again, and then you can speed it up when you feel more comfortable with it. Gently creeping down. Let the arms go down first and you feel the stretch at the back of the shoulders. Then you kind of come into back bra strap, mid back kind of area, and then you might start to open up throughout those lower back segments. We're scooping in through tummies, we're scooping in through bumps, we're coming all the way down. Or that modified version if that's better for you, and then gently restacking back up. So now I've given it a couple slow control versions. You still want control, but we can just speed it up now. My body knows what it's doing. Nice C curve in the back, no flat ironing board backs. And gently coming back up. Scooping in. Much needed stretch. maybe stacking back. That's nice. Okie dokes. So we're going to come down onto our knees now. And I've got some press ups. So press ups, we have our 3 versions. Full version, knees are off that mat. Move my towel that way. Like so. Yeah. Lowering down and then pushing back up. Or we bring the knees down, we soften them here. We're still trying to keep that flat back position. Okay. And nice and tucked under. So you don't want to scoop and dip through the back and push out through the tummy there. You want to keep nice and tight. Or we can come into our 4-point kneeling position here. All of our positions, keep that tailbone nice and soft. Draw your shoulders down, shouldn't be hunching throughout those ears, okay? And we're going to go for 10 press ups today. So I'm going to come into my 3/4 position, nice and strong here. And we're going to breathe in as we go down and breathe out as we push out for 1 and 2. Nice and scooped in the tummy, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Lovely. Have a little breath so you can come back into that shell stretch position. Couple of nice breaths here. Lengthening those arms to the top of the mat. Rounding that back or sinking into a flattened position if that's better for your spine. Coming back to that position again, we're really going to challenge the upper body now. So what we're going to do is 5 little dips down before we come into that mat and then push back up into your press up. So I'd recommend going for the press up position you just did before, or the easier version for this one. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, touch that nose, back up. And we're going for 5 lots. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. So that's 2, 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. And last 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. And again, back into that stretch. So really challenge that upper body. Okay. Take some breaths. Let's have a little see what we've got going next. Okay, let's get these abs fired up, but then also further stabilising into our upper body now. So, we're going to come into 4-point kneeling position. And then we're going to take those hands just a little bit further forward. Make sure shoulders are into back pocket. So we are looking down into our mat. We are hip distance apart with knees under hips. We're then going to tuck the feet under. Okay. We're going to engage through the tummy and you're just going to hover those knees off and a little fraction away from that mat. You're going to draw in through your tummy. You're going to breathe normally. I'm going to hold it for 30 seconds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, little lift. And hold. And we're at 30 there, just gently relax off. Oh, so you can feel that connection with the tummy. I'm actually quite tight throughout the arches of my feet and that gave me a really good stretch into there then, which was quite nice. But it's just a good fire up of those abs. We're going to go for another hold. So back to that same position. Nice and strong. Tuck those feet under and hover, little hover. Shoulders back. Scoop in the tummy. Relax. This is really good work for your upper body, but also into your core. And I felt a little bit throughout my thighs as well, which I'm not too sure I should be feeling. Might have just had my pelvis just a little bit in the incorrect position, loading these thighs a bit too much. Okay. So now we're going to take the 4-point kneeling position and a little hover into some full press up positions and then back. So from our leg pull prone prep position into the full position. Okay, so from here, make sure you've got some good room at the foot of your mat. You're going to walk those hands out a little bit further. Okay, now from here, tuck those feet under, and on the exhale, little hover and into that full position, and then inhale to come back and relax. Okay, so you're giving yourself a break in between each one. We're going to go for 10. Exhale up, that's 2. Inhale down, and again, 3, and back, and 4, and back, and 5, and back, 6, and back, and 7, and back, 8, back, 9, back, feel that work now, and 10, and back. Oh, lovely, relaxing off. They're quite tough. Okay, coming into a seated position and stretching off those inner thighs. Oh, stiff hips today. Okay, onto your sitting bones and try and feel evenly distributed on those sitting bones. Lengthen up through that spine. Nice shoulders back position, and then just let gravity take those knees down towards the floor. Keep lengthening, so keep resisting against the round back sinking position. Lift that chest, lift that head, take those shoulders down. When you feel that the stretch has started to ease, see if you can just bring those heels in towards you a little bit more. Correct your position a bit more. Oh gosh, it's hard today, really tight throughout that groin. And let gravity take yourself down. Now, you use those elbows to gently encourage a further stretch. Whilst maintaining that upright position. Okay, popping those legs wherever's comfortable. So stay like that if that's best for you. Cross leg position, I'll take them out in front. Little bit further work into thoracic rotation. So shoulders back. And a nice exhale. As we rotate around, inhale to hold. Oh, so that definitely feels better because we did the thread the needles against the wall. I would normally be a lot more stiff, even though I still am. Don't get me wrong. Nice breath in here. Oh, and breathe out. Rotate round. Breathing in. Exhale. Keep that length in the spine. So again, if you feel like you're kind of sinking back into it and rounding your back, come up onto those sitting bones, lengthen and rotate. Definitely starting to feel a little bit more mobile, which is nice. Yeah, definitely feeling that now. Loosening off. Last one to each side. And again, if you're enjoying these, pause the video, add on some more reps, but I wouldn't do kind of any more than about 10 to each side on that. Okay. Well, let's now go into some saw. So we prepped that rotation and we prepped our inner thighs. So now let's kind of bring it all together. So again, onto sitting bones, but if you are struggling and you want to pop in a block or a towel underneath your bottom to get the more lifted position, because it is quite a tying position here, try and bring those big toes towards you. It's a nice stretch down the back of the calf. We're going to take those arms out into a T shape, and it's little finger coming to saw off our little toe. So we are exhaling and we are going to inhale back. We are exhaling and we're going to inhale back. Great. 2. Keep coming back to that lifted position. 2. And back. And 3. Back up. And 3. And 4. And 4. Good. Keep that connection with your tummy. 5. And 5. 6. And 6. 7. And 7. 8. And 8. Now let's go for 2 more to each side. Try and keep those bottoms nice and stuck down. Last one to each side. Lovely. And relax. Oh, feel it in the arms, feel it in the hips. Gently wiggle out those hips. And wiggle out those arms. Nice. Okay. So we're going to come to lie on our back, head on headrest. And you'll need some room behind you, because we're going to do a little bit of overhead reach. Now remember, if you are second trimester or above, you're going to put that wedge in at 45 degrees, stack yourself up with loads of cushions. We don't want to be lying flat on our backs. There's an abdominal section of the exercise which I don't want you to do either if you're second trimester onwards, and you're instead, I'll show you the modification. So, overhead reach. We're going to set ourselves in neutral. Legs at distance, toes facing forward. Rock that pelvis back and forth, find that nice midpoint. Back's not too arched or too flat. Zipping from front to back, shoulders gliding down, arms relaxed down by your side. Okay, overhead reach. We're going to take a nice inhale as we take the arms above the head without doming through the tummy or losing neutral position. So you can be nice and flat. Okay, full version is then on the exhale to bring the arms up, tuck the chin into chest and scoop up into a nice abdo prep, and then gently re-stick back down and repeat. For those of you that are not crunching through the abdominals, when you bring the arms back, I want you to draw in through pelvic floor, hold for 5 counts, gently relax off. Arms over again, keeping down, bring the arms back over, squeeze in through the pelvic floor, hold for 5 counts, relax off, okay? Or you're coming up into that nice abdominal crunch, all right? Leg positions for those of you that are crunching can change. We can come into double tabletop here if we wish, or we can straighten through those legs here for even a harder abdominal workout, so you can change those legs. But I do want the main focus to be about the overhead reach, so we're keeping in neutral, we are keeping that ribcage melted down. We're coming over, keep it nice and flat. Exhale. Fingertips are lengthening down the mat towards the toes, and we are keeping our peach size distance in between our chin and our chest. Keep it flattened. Exhaling, crunching, inhaling down, and then nice breath in, over again. Exhale, crunch, inhale, down and over. Exhale, crunching up, inhaling down and over. Nice flowing motion, keeping down. Exhale. Nice control of that spine. Nice crunch of tummy muscles. Lovely. If you want to up the ante a little bit, you can hold it here. You can do some little pulses, 10 little pulses on the exhale. Then bring it back down, so you could do 10 pulses for each one that you come up. Pulse. But if you're quite happy, just continuing this nice flow of a crunch and keeping the backs nice and flat, and then over again. We're just going to go for a couple more. Lovely, okay. Relaxing off for me. We're now just going to go for a little bit of some windmill arms. So we're going to take those arms up. Suitable for everybody, but you may just want to alter your range of motion around your shoulders if you're struggling a little bit. Okay. So in neutral, we've got length in those fingertips up towards the sky, shoulders down into back pockets. We're going to split those arms. It doesn't matter which way you go for first. And then we're going to do a nice big circle and bring the arms back. So I'm taking right to the head, left to the feet, and going for a nice big anti-clockwise circle first with good range of motion. Try and get those arms down towards the floor if you can, okay? And keeping back flat and ribcage down. And ideally you want to go for about 8 in this manner. Breathing out. And last one. And then we're going to split the opposite direction, and I'm going on my big clockwise circle now. So I've got left to the head, right to the feet. That hand doesn't want to touch now. So you might find this, because of our kind of day-to-day mechanics and different tightnesses. You might be able to touch with one side but then not with the other. Anti-clockwise circle. Can work on that, but the key thing here is not to cheat and try and get that arm down by losing your neutral position in the back or the rib cage. So we want to keep pressed down here, and then that arm will lift, but keep working on it, opening up, gliding that shoulder blade down into back pockets, making sure that we're correctly set there. That's better. Good. Tight though. Couple more in this direction. Before gently bringing those arms down. Lovely. So we've gone roughly for about 8 to each side on our windmills. Now we're going to go for scissor arms and scissor legs, 2 versions, okay? If you try second trimester or above, or we're not allowed to come into double tabletop, I just want you to take your left leg to tabletop position here and your right arm up towards the sky. We're going to go exhale, exhale as you tap. Exhale, exhale as you tap. Exhale, exhale. Flat back, tight tummy, okay? Or we double tabletop, double arms, and again, exhale, exhale and back. But we'll work on the same side. 2, 3, give yourself enough room. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, gently down. Resetting centre. Changing up our sides. Double tabletop if you can. Okay, and we are going opposite side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Hug those knees in. Nice. Okie dokes. We're going to stretch off those hamstrings now. Lowering one leg down, lengthening up through the other. Big toe down towards you. Feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Lovely, changing sides. Big toe down towards you, added stretch in the calf. Lovely. Okay, changing sides now. So whichever leg you've just stretched off last, we're going to go to that other side. We're going to come to neutral. Level 1 of hip circles, we're going to use that kneecap, or level 2 of hip circles, we're going to use that big toe. Okay, so we're going to choose a level. I'm going to choose level 2. Keep it in neutral. My pencil's on my big toe. My circles are the size of a grapefruit. 1, 2, so we're going clockwise first. 3, 4, keep those hips nice and steady. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change direction again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Change down. Sides rather. I'm going to go outwards first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Relaxing off. I want you to come over onto your side and then gently come up into a seated position. With those legs, pop them wherever's comfortable for you. So I'm going to come into cross-leg position. I'm just going to do a little bit of breaststroke prep in seated. So the arms are going to come down the side of us. Actually, I'm going to come to kneeling. So you can kneel here or you can high kneel here. High kneeling would be a little bit better. Just gives you more room with the arms. So arms are just naturally relaxed down by our sides. We're in a nice neutral position. We're going to exhale as we zip the shoulders back and down into our back pocket. You'll feel a stretch across the front of the chest, and then we're going to inhale, relax. Exhale, back and down. Lengthen those fingers. Inhale, relax. Just like a kind of rolling and a shrugging motion. Shrug those shoulders back. Draw them back. Try and get them moving back and down nice and evenly. And inhale, relax. And exhale. Inhale, relax. Inhale. Couple more. We'll just go for the last one. Good. Okay. Now into hip flexor stretch. Take a chosen leg forward. Hips are facing forward. Toes facing forward. Make sure we can see the toes still as we lunge forwards, okay? Try not to alter the hip position, keeping forward. Nice stretch in the front of that back. If you need to walk, back, leg, thigh. If you need to walk that foot forward, you can do. Lunging forward. Feel that stretch. Gently relaxing off, changing sides. Into that stretch. Oh, tight on that side. Lovely. Gently relaxing off, coming to standing. Legs hip distance, lengthening up, hopefully feeling a bit taller, a bit more connected with your core. Head and neck stretch now. Left ear down to left shoulder, lengthen the right fingertips. Breathe in to hold, and then gently changing sides. Nice lengthen, as if you're going to sleep on your shoulder. Over. Just last couple to each side for me. And gently back. Lovely. Okay, relaxing off now, guys. Hope you're feeling a little bit more stretched, a little bit warmer. Just to update you on the front now, so Basbat have released that we have a rather long protocol of seeing very extreme emergency clientele. There's a lot of risk assessments, there is a lot of COVID screening, a lot of paperwork, and at the minute I'm struggling to still, because obviously you're not allowed to see kind of friends and family in close proximity, getting childcare for when I can actually come out to the studio and start doing this. So I've made the decision as a business to not accept these extreme clientele, and in my opinion, if you are in extreme circumstances, then you should be going to A&E and you should be seeing a practitioner or a doctor for these things. So until it is a little bit more normal for us to be able to kind of come within close proximity of one another, and I have any further updates to when I can start seeing kind of increased numbers of classes in an indoor setting, and I can see clients one-to-one that aren't necessarily classed as extreme, that's when I'll make the decision to be opening the studio. I don't think it'll be too long off. People keep kind of playing with the idea of around the 4th of July that kind of hairdressers can come back to work and things like that. So again, when I know, you'll know, but as for now, everything is just remaining the same. So let's fingers crossed and hope it's going to be sooner rather than later. But keep looking after yourselves, and I hope to see you all soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.